and welcome to Jack Renfro Stadium here at Heritage High School, home of the Heritage Mountaineers. We are here carrying the first game of the 2012 Heritage High School football season. As Heritage has just ran onto the field, Seth, your first quick assessment of this team.
Well, we're small not just in numbers of players, but also size. Our biggest player, Chris Newbert, is not dressed out today, and that is tragic for our team.
Also missing Joel Payne.
Joel Payne had surgery a few days ago, and he cannot play. We wish him a fast recovery. But our team is obviously still going to give its best. Our team captains tonight were Jose Hernandez, Jesse Huff, Jake Olvey, who we expect to be season out of, and Chris Newbert, who did not dress out.
Yeah, the captains, real quick, are Jake Olvey, Jose Hernandez. It's okay. And Chris Newbert, of course, who is not dressed out.
And Heritage runs through a big Mountaineer sign through the H of the HHS, which the band has graciously spelled out for us.
Yes, they have.
In case you forgot where you were at.
Real quick, before we start the game, we do want to say our thoughts and prayers are with the family of William Blunt, or of the late William Blunt student, Amelia Cowan, who was killed in a tragic car accident earlier this week. Very sad.
By a drunk driver, I believe. Or maybe they found out that there was no alcohol in the system. I don't know.
I'm not sure of the situation, but all in all, a loss of a high school student.
Very sad. It's always sad
when was able to pan itself out.
When somebody someone who's that, beloved and popular, or anybody in that case, has to leave us before they have a chance to put their mark on this earth.
Yeah.
Very sad.
Just a sad situation.
But they're not going to let that dampen the evening, although that will be in our thoughts and prayers here at Heritage High School as we play Jeff County. Now, Coach Hammondtree has brought a brand new attitude to this team. A brand new hard, fast, and loud attitude. Back to fundamentals, I think, is what he's all about. He won a state championship at Maryville before he left for Georgia.
Yeah, he won the state championship in '98, and that's still considered by some to be the greatest Maryville football team of all time. And that's saying something. Of course, Maryville's had a lot of great teams over the years.
Absolutely. And then he went to Georgia, and he played in their biggest division in Georgia. He coached kind of the heritage of Georgia. And he took them to 6 or 7 wins consistently a season. Why he came here is still a mystery to me. But
well, he was
I'm glad he did.
Last season he was at Anderson County as the defensive coordinator, so a bit of a step up for him.
Oh, well,
but before the game, we were able to speak with the Jefferson County head coach. He told us he expects a good game tonight. He says Heritage looks much improved upon last season. It's hard to not get a whole lot better from where they were last year.
After we basically tanked that season and Heritage takes the field, we will receive
the opening kickoff. He also said that Coach Hammondtree has been very impressive in his time here at Heritage.
Back to receive the kick are speedster Jarrell Bledsoe and number
Jesse Huff is also back there, along with number 22 Orlando Bledsoe.
Cousins back there.
So the Bledsoe twins are back there.
Not twins, just cousins.
Who cares? No one's going to know. But the kicker, star kicker for Jefferson County, Jose Esparza.
Now, that may sound like an oxymoron, star kicker, but he apparently can kick to the moon. And
he is an incredible kicker.
As his last
name indicates. Of course, in high school, they kick off from the 40-yard line, kick in the air, and it's a little squiver. Jarrell with the return, picks it up to the 20, breaks through the middle, and can't shake a tackle, gets him by the legs at the 34-yard line, but a good start for Heritage.
I'll take that. Last year, it's not quite as good as last year where Jarrell returned it for a touchdown, but that was the only score we had of the game, so maybe I don't know, a little better this year if he doesn't score.
So here we get our first look at the Heritage offense here in 2012. Of course, starting quarterback Jake Olvey,
who we expect a big season from. He went down to Manning Camp in Louisiana, got face-to-face coaching from Eli Manning, and was ranked as a top 100 quarterback at that.
First formation tonight is a shotgun split backs with 3 wide receivers.
We saw that a lot last year. So
man in motion across to the left side. Olvey, handoff up the middle, Jarrell Bledsoe, stuffed for a gain of 1.5.
Wow, that looks eerily familiar of last year.
That was strangely similar to the formation that we once dubbed the Heritage formation.
The West game last year, yes. Now, Jake Olvey, okay, just watch out for the third play. That's all I have to say. Just watch out.
We do have information on the third play that we can't really share right now.
And
but again, the same formation.
And
Olvey Hands off to Bledsoe again, and
wow.
Nothing on that.
Is Coach Russell down there? What's going on? I don't understand. If it doesn't work the first time, we might as well try it the second time. You know. Jeff County does run a defense, a 4-3 cover 2 defense.
Cover 2 defense.
And they apparently have very strong safeties. And that may wreak havoc on Jake Olvey, because we're supposed to pass it over a little over 50% of the time.
Same formation here. Man in motion going to the left-hand side. Olvey drops back to pass. Looks downfield. He's got a man, and it is Jesse Huff. Complete first down at the 41-yard line.
Woo! Great catch by Huff. Great pass by Olvey. That was almost intercepted, but it was beautifully thrown.
Beautifully thrown, just out of the reach of the defender. Jesse Huff with a great leaping catch.
Olvey
and the
Huff.
PA announcer getting extremely excited this year as well.
Olvey to Huff. Expect to hear that a lot. Jake Olvey told me that Jesse Huff is his go-to receiver. He's big and tall and fast, and that's what you want out of a receiver. Olvey did tell me in math class that he expected to score on the third play, and I guess that's why.
They'll give them the 40-yard line on that one.
That was big. That was kind of gave us a little bit of momentum.
Looks a bit confused right now. Shotgun split backs.
Wow,
one man to the right and a flag already. Looks like a false start maybe.
Now, Heritage, maybe with some jitters, not knowing how to handle the early success. That was a big third down play, Shane.
And a delay of game. That was a little mistake on Jake's part.
Wow, you can't do that. As a senior quarterback, you cannot make those kind of mistakes. That's the kind of mistakes that lose games right there.
That was a different formation that time, though, for Heritage. 2 tight ends with split backs and a wide receiver to the right.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter what formation it is if you don't get the play off. Heritage in another shotgun, which is interesting.
But Olvey rolling out to the right. Needs to throw. He throws it. A little bit of a late hit.
Overthrows Dylan Harris, who we've been told to watch out for. It may be a Wes Welker type player.
Olvey was clocked on that play after the throw.
Which is a shame. Heritage has a weak offensive line, missing Chris Newbert.
And that really hurts. Also, of course, Joey Evans no longer a part of the team.
No, but Joey also had bad knees, and I don't think could have kept playing and had a very good life afterwards.
He was a big body under there.
Oh, he was good. He was good to have. He was intimidating. But now we have a very small offensive line, but that may also mean a fast offensive line.
It may. So, again, shotgun split backs, 3 wide receivers. Olvey, back to throw.
Oh,
got a man. No, he doesn't. That looks like a bad throw, a little out of bounds, so not catchable, but it was intended for Caleb McDonald.
Who is a transfer from Alcoa. Mr. McDonald's the freshman science teacher, his son. And he is tall just like his father was. His father, an athlete at the University of Tennessee, played basketball.
Yeah.
So he's always good to have
his father is. So 3rd and 15 now.
Ooh, that's tough.
Wasting a big play is Heritage right there. But
Heritage is shotgunning, which is odd because we were told coming into the game that Heritage would be an I formation team.
But this is
not what it appears to be.
Olvey back to throw. He's got a man across the middle.
Yes, sir.
To Harris, and that is a Heritage first down. Big play for the Mountaineers right there.
Heritage good under pressure. Not something you would expect this early.
Good protection as well. Being rushed from both sides on a bit of a contain right there from the defense.
Olvey stuck in there, took the hit, delivered a great throw.
And
one little spot to hit, and he hit it. Great job, Mom.
Maybe
Make sure he right on the spot.
This one?
That was an excellent pass. 2 long third down completions for first down.
So Heritage now moving the ball pretty well, although they're waiting until 3rd down to do it.
Jake Olvey finally on the
22-yard line. Olvey, handoff right. This is to Jarrell Bledsoe.
Go, Jarrell.
And shakes one tackle and pushes forward for about 4 yards.
This is odd to see Jarrell not breaking big runs like he's used to. He averaged 7.2 yards a carry last year, but he's bearing the load that Chase Klein left.
Jarrell not really known as a power back, but he was breaking tackles left and right on that play and trucked forward for about 4 yards. They'll give him 5. 2nd down and 5.
Heritage in the red zone on the 17-yard line.
This is a good way to start the year, Seth.
Very good. I'm excited to see this. And Jeff County with 4 down linemen, 3 receivers, and a typical cover 2.
So snap to Olvey. Looks across the middle.
Oh,
just a bit too high.
Huff right off his hands. You hate to see it pass like
Caleb
that.
McDonald got his hands on it, but just couldn't quite corral it.
Yeah, that cornerback was all up on him though, Shane. That was.
Yeah. Well, 3rd and 5, but we are definitely in Matthew Burkett's kicking range.
Oh, most definitely. Matthew Burkett, I have information. I have been told that he can kick it 60 yards. He is also a very good soccer player.
Olvey runs onto the sideline to get a call and goes back to the huddle.
All right.
So, here's the 3rd down play. Again, shotgun split backs, 3 wide receivers.
4 down lineman for Jeff County, and
Olvey.
oh,
off the Jarrell. Got a block.
Jesse's
There
daylight.
he goes to the 3-yard.
Woo, baby.
Back to the 4, but a great play by Heritage. 1st and goal.
Heritage is looking sharp. This is the team. This is a Tim Hammontree coach team. Obviously, a big difference from last year, Shane.
This looks like a team on a mission.
I am proud to be a Mountaineer right now, Shane.
This is
Not something I've said very
right in the
often.
face right now, to be honest with you.
Woo!
Now we have
8:45 left in the first quarter. Heritage on the with 5 yards to go.
Split back I formation and just a little small handoff up the middle. Jarrell leaps over the line for a gain of about 1.5.
And you know, it's good to see the pass is opening up the run for Jarrell because they're afraid of Olvey's pass because he has clearly advanced it. He's reaching his potential that we saw last year in games like Hardin Valley and Catholic.
They'll spot the ball just inside the 4-yard line. So Olvey again runs onto the sideline to get the call.
We need to score. We cannot kick a field goal here,
Heritage
Shane.
just had a very balanced attack so far in this game.
Very much so, which is what we were expecting. But Heritage has to score here, Shane.
It would be a great momentum builder to start the year.
Olvey
Again,
in the center again.
Split eye back. Here we go. Oh, handoff stuffed.
Oh, no. That is not what you like to see.
That's the problem with having a small line. These power formations, you just don't have the same oomph behind it.
I was told earlier today to expect Olvey to run the ball a little bit. He told me to watch for him to get some rushing touchdowns, which I scoffed at the time because he's not exactly known for his speed, but I guess we could see a quarterback sneak here. Not necessarily on 3rd and 4 on the 4-yard line, but should we get within the 1? Most definitely.
Yeah, I mean, right now, though, 3rd and goal on the 4.
And this is big right here, Shane.
You really don't want to settle for a field goal in this situation.
No, sir. Oh, and the exact same
We've got
formation
Jesse
again.
Hupp out to the wide left. Play fake. Olvey, bootleg left. And
go, Jake!
Fumble on the ground.
Did
Jeff County recovers
the
on
ball
the 1-yard line.
On the 1-yard
Jake
line.
Olvey did not protect the ball to the best of his ability at all.
He was carrying it like a loaf of bread, Shane. That's not what you want to see.
Yeah.
That is heartbreaking.
Well, when he rolled out to the left, there was obviously no room to go. Nowhere to go anywhere.
You got to throw that ball away, Jake.
You got to throw it away or just go down.
You got to realize you're not a running back. You're a quarterback.
You got to protect the ball. That really stings.
All right, now we'll see what Heritage's defense is made out of. Player to watch on defense, Jose Hernandez, led the league in tackles last year. He's a linebacker, only 130 pounds, but he packs a wallop.
Oh, he absolutely does.
We'll see if we can get a safety here. That would maybe, soothe the burn a little bit of that fumble. Fumble was a problem for Heritage last year also.
Fumbles were a definite problem on this offense last year.
Jeff County and goal line.
They're just trying to get the ball out. Somebody moved.
Why is there no flag on the field, Shin?
I don't understand that. Somebody jumped early on the line. I'm not sure who it was.
Very early. Or either that or the quarterback just has the slowest reaction time of anybody I've ever seen. Terrible referee call.
For Jefferson County.
Terrible no call. We are used to seeing that.
On the 3.
What is this? Jarrell is on defense in a safety position. We did not see that at all last year. With his lack of durability, that's interesting. No, sir.
Hand off to the left side. Tackled for a gain of about 3.
You know what you would really hate to see here, Shane? And I don't want to be a pessimist, but if they were to take this for a touchdown, that would be debilitating.
It would be very rough for Heritage to take.
But it looks 3rd and 8.
3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. Sorry, the scoreboard was wrong.
Yeah. 3rd and 4. They're on the 7-yard line right now.
6:20 to go. Score 0-0 here at Jack Renfro Stadium.
The Mountaineer defense really needs to buckle down right here.
This is big.
You build that much momentum on your opening drive. You can't just afford to give it all away. So a handoff to the right-hand side.
Wow. Tackle
going to be close. This is going to be close. He gets across the 10, very close to the 11-yard line where the first down marker was. And they signal first down.
First down, Jeff County. Wow, that was a big first down. Almost as big as that guy who was walking up the stairs here a second ago. Don't act like you didn't see him. Wow, that's not what Heritage needs. That's not what you want to see from our defense. We're going to need a good defense this year. We're going to...
So Jefferson County now with the ball on the 11-yard line.
In the
First
I
and 10.
formation.
Handoff up the middle to the right side. Breaks the tackle.
Wow.
25-yard line. Still on his feet. 30. Trucking to the 35. They can't bring him down
Wow.
to the 38-yard line.
38-yard line. That is very, very sad.
That was an impressive effort, though. A one-man effort right there to move the ball forward to the 38-yard line.
R.T. Bird was the only thing that stopped him.
Carried by Darius Jones, who is tearing up the Heritage defense right now. He's carving us like a Thanksgiving turkey, Shane.
Yeah.
Wow.
26-yard carry right there.
26-yard. You can't have 26-yard carries.
Yeah, you can't have that.
And another I formation. I assume they're going to give it back to Darius Jones, who is
Handoff again to Jones
What
to the
is
left. Tackled from behind that time by number 50 for Heritage, and that is Ty Clark.
still tripped up, but it's still more than you would like to see. And yeah, this is tragic, Shane. He is.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 now for
Our
Jefferson
D-line
County.
is being split like the Red Sea. You know, it's just
I mean, that's just a part of being
you
a.
can drive trucks through the gaps that Jeff County's offensive line is putting in our
That's just a
D-line.
side effect of being a young, inexperienced, and quite small football team.
It's true. Our D-line does not
Jeff
bench
County in
right
an
now, I
I
should say.
formation.
Head
Handoff
up again, big shocker.
Jones. Another good block to the outside to the 50. 47-yard line he's brought down, but it takes 4 Mountaineers to do it.
And they are moving the ball at will against Heritage High School. My earlier prediction of 24-17 may be a little loose because Heritage may be a little low. Heritage High School moves the ball well but fumbled, and Jeff County obviously moving the ball quite well.
Well, I mean, you hate to see it from Heritage. I mean, they were moving the ball so well.
And
they
then we just shoot ourselves in
throw
the
it
foot.
away, and now Jeff County moving the ball at will against the Mountaineer defense.
And another I formation with
2 wide receivers to the right, a tight end to the left.
Heritage with 4 down linemen.
And here's a handoff again, but this time it goes to number 7, and that
Is Ethan
McFall. And he gets about 5 on that.
This is not good, Shane. This is not a good sign.
Not a good start for Heritage, but it's a young game. The night is young.
That's true. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Score is still 0-0. Things could happen. We could get a turnover.
We definitely could. I mean, it's still the first quarter. We have plenty of time left. Ball on the 42-yard line, 2nd and 5 for the Patriots.
I mean, Heritage is not the only team capable of turning over the ball. We just happen to do it more than other teams, you know?
Yeah.
Heritage with 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers.
The defense is looking a little strange right now. It looks like a 3-5 set. Handoff up the middle. And didn't really get anywhere that time.
Wow.
Ball brought down for a gain of about 2.
Tackled by a host of Heritage Mountaineers, which is what you'd like to see. And Orlando's helmet fell off, but right back up. Good for him, you know.
Yeah. Included on the tackle was Orlando Bledsoe as well as Jose Hernandez and Ty Clark again.
That's what you like to see. You like seeing gang tackling. That's good fundamental defense. And wow, Darius Jones isn't back. Interesting. After he carved up Heritage.
Darius Jones was moving the ball against Heritage very well, and they brought him out for Ethan McFall, who they also think a lot about, though. He's had a rough start.
I like his shoes.
McFall does have some nice shoes.
Sure, I wonder how much they cost.
On the 40-yard line, pitch to the right. McFall hits the corner, and that's going to be close.
That was a rough hit on both ends. McFall delivered and received that hit.
This is going to be a close call, and they will measure.
Yeah, and that was a good hit by Jarrell Bledsoe on that tackle.
It was.
But I mean, if you're Jarrell, you have to worry about yourself. You are our best offensive weapon.
From here, it looks like the ball will be just a bit short, but you can never tell up here from the press box.
Especially with these referees, and you can never tell how Heritage is going to go.
In overalls with an orange polo. Or red. It is just a bit short.
Good call, Shane.
Short.
All right,
they're on the 37-yard line.
Darius Jones
early in the game. Do you go for it?
Oh, absolutely. With the way Darius Jones is playing, he is 6 feet tall, 185 pounds, and still only a junior. He is a power back, but with great speed. He's more of a balance back, actually. And, yeah, you'd go for this. No problem.
Yeah, you do. And
I expect him to get
it. Jefferson County's got the advantage up front. They can just shove Heritage back if they want to.
They're putting us on our rear end, Shane, and it's just embarrassing if you're the D coordinator for Heritage.
But if Heritage can just muscle up for this one play, it's our ball again.
I mean, football is definitely a game of, inches, and we just need to muster up and push a few inches here. This will be big. This will be a big stop.
Little wishbone set right here.
Wow.
You don't see this very often.
Which it might be why they're doing it, because Heritage, I'm sure, did not prepare for this.
Heritage, though, with 5 linemen.
Stuffed up front.
And we'll see if they might. And Heritage jumps early. What a great.
Wow.
What a great play by Jefferson County right there to draw Heritage off sides.
It
looked like it was number 56.
But he is not
no 56 on the roster.
I'm going to assume that was 58, Jake Traxler. And you can't make that mistake. You can't do that. That is awful.
Yeah, you really can't do that. But 1st and 10, Jefferson County on the 32-yard line.
And they are marching down the field like Hitler through Poland. You know, it's just...
Yeah. Hand off Jones up the middle. Jones is just a one-man wrecking ball right now.
Remember, they started on the 1-yard line, Shane. The 1-yard line. They're making a 99-yard drive.
And
there's nothing we're doing. We are not stopping them at all. We are showing no signs.
And it's been a quick first quarter as well, by the way. Less than 2.5 minutes to play already.
2nd and 6 for Jeff County.
Ball, yeah, 2nd and 6 on the 28-yard line.
We just have to pray that they fumble. Because our defense is not stopping them at all.
Our defense doesn't look quite prepared for this attack. Handoff up the middle. This is to McFall. He's got a huge hole.
Oh, my gosh.
Shakes the tackler down at the 13-yard line. What a run by Ethan McFall.
You just can't show a player like McFall that kind of daylight, you know.
You really can't. Well, and that's what happens when you run a 3-5 defense. There's just nobody to block up the middle. Nobody to push the offensive line back. And you're just going to get moved at will when you're a small offensive line, or defensive line, excuse me, like Heritage is.
Heritage needs to bulk up. They need to hit the weight room. I don't know what they were doing in this offseason. I know they practiced till 9 p.m. And I don't know why they're not stronger, but they just aren't. We're a young team, though. We do have a lot of 10th and 11th graders on the team.
We do.
But still, come on.
Here we go, though. I formation. Handoff left. This is McFall again. Has a gap to the outside to the 7, 6, 5. Down at the 5 or the 4-yard line. Couldn't really tell the difference from here. They'll mark it at the 5.
This is just a sad. This is a sad sight if you're a Heritage High School fan.
If you look on the positive side, there is one note. Jarrell Bledsoe has been in on just about every tackle this drive.
That's because Jarrell can get from one side of the field to the other, lickety split. He runs faster than a 4.4. So there's that. But also it's also kind of a negative because the more hits you give, the more hits you also kind of take.
So
it's a toll on your body.
2nd down and about 1 yard.
Here's going with another 3 down lineman.
I don't understand the 3-5 in this situation.
I mean, if it hasn't worked, so it has to work eventually. I guess is his. I don't know.
Yes, but look, you're against a wishbone again. You're not going to beat the wishbone with this. Bootleg left with a play fake up the middle, and the quarterback Malik Stiles, who is an extremely athletic quarterback, just runs to the outside. Touchdown, Patriots. Jefferson County 6, Heritage nothing.
Wow.
And that's the Jefferson County feed if it just picked up on ours.
They are very excited.
And who can blame them? I mean,
they just marched 99 yards, no problem. I don't think they even broke a sweat.
No, it didn't look like it. I mean, the running game, outstanding to this point. I don't even know. They didn't throw it past the whole drive. They didn't. The ball never went in the air.
We'll see what Jake Olvey and the Heritage offense can do on this next drive.
So here's Jose Esparza on the kick. And it is straight through the uprights. Jose Esparza, one of the best kickers in East Tennessee.
All right.
We will take a break, and we will be right back here from Jack Renfro Stadium.
Don't jump off that bridge just yet. It's still early.
There's still plenty of time here. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Heritage High School.
Jeff County kicks
off to Jarrell Bledsoe. 10 to the 15 to the 20. Shakes the tackle to the right. He's got daylight. Go, 35, 40 to the 45. Gets the block. 45. 30. 25. 20. One man to beat. Block. 15. Down to the 15-yard line. Jarrell Bledsoe. He does it again, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo, baby.
And in case you couldn't catch that, Jarrell Bledsoe returns the kickoff about 60 or 70 yards down the field. Heritage starts on the 15-yard line. What a start of a new drive for the Mountaineers.
Beautiful blocking by Heritage High School. Jarrell, just great vision on that play. That's really a good way to switch momentum from that 99-yard drive that Jeff County just gave.
I mean, badly.
If we can't get 15 yards for this touchdown, Shane, frankly, we don't deserve to win this game.
No.
But I have full confidence that we can. If you're Jake Olvey, you have to be stoked right now.
That was a huge momentum shift, which Heritage drastically needed. So on the 15-yard line, the whistle blows, though. I'm not really sure what happened there.
Huh.
Okay. There was I assume an injured player on the field. I didn't see it. There's a wall in front of me that I can't see through. So
yeah, this press box does present a few challenges, but
certainly does. One of those is the lack of air conditioning. But
Very
Heritage
true.
on the 15-yard line.
It is quite humid. It smells like armpits
Split
in here
backs,
also.
3 wide receivers. Handoff up the middle, and that handoff goes to number 33. Number 33 is Skylar LaRue. Schuler.
There we go. Skylar LaRue, who was held back a year in school by his father so he could become a wrestling state champion in middle school, which I think he did achieve. And that's good for Heritage next year because Skylar is a player to watch. Good fullback.
Yeah, he really is.
And Jake going to go under the center again with split back formation. 2 receivers to the left.
Handoff again to LaRue.
Handoff
to LaRue. And he cuts left and gets about 2 yards on it. I'm not really sure why you keep that play again.
I don't know. I'd like to see a play action coming up here. What about?
And about 2 yards, so we're expecting about 3rd and about 3 or 4.
You really don't want to see no turnovers here, Shane.
No, we can't afford it. 3rd and 3, Heritage with the ball on the Jefferson County 8-yard line.
You need to answer that drive. You need to.
13 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll see if Heritage tries to play here or not. It looks like they're primed and ready to. Shotgun, split backs, 3 wide receivers. And Heritage
they're not going to get this play off, Shane. There we go.
So at the end of the first quarter, it is Jefferson County 7, Heritage nothing, but Heritage driving right now on the 8-yard line of Jefferson County. We will be right back for the second quarter. Welcome back to Jack Renfro Stadium. Heritage starts the ball on the 8-yard line. 3rd down and 3 to go.
Shotgun.
Snap high to Olby and bad blocking. Jefferson County was in the backfield to begin the play. Jarrell's tackled for a loss of 5 yards on the play. But on comes Matthew Burkett for a field goal attempt.
Heritage just can't catch a break on this goal line. What is the deal?
Nothing's going our way right now, but here is Burkett. Olby to hold.
This is well within Matthew's range, and I expect him to drill this, although it's on the right hash mark, so that adds a little bit of difficulty.
Matthew Burkett.
We don't know who this is.
This is
Matthew Burkett. Burkett on for the field goal attempt. Field goal up and no good. Missed it wide to the right.
Wow. Oh my God.
Tough angle. Had the distance though. Good high kick.
Still, you hate to see that if you're Matthew. We'll see how that affects him the rest of the game. If you're Heritage, that leaves a really bad taste in your mouth. Coming off that great kick return by Bledsoe, scoreless.
2 red zone opportunities, and Heritage cannot capitalize on either one of them.
We should be up 14-0.
I was trying to. Anyways, Jefferson County huddling up on the sideline.
And just stop them. Come on, stop them. Seriously.
Heritage is already in their 3-5 set. I don't understand the defense set. That doesn't make any sense.
I guess our line is just, they view our line as such a weak point on the team that they just want to minimize it. They would put 8 linebackers out there if it was allowed, I think.
I don't know. I just
but
don't
Jeff County in the eye, and they're going to tear us
up. And that's what happens when you've got a small defensive line. You can't let the handoff go up the middle every time. It's a 6-yard gain up the middle. Jefferson County just had to push a lineman out of the way, and they had daylight.
You're giving them gaps with this 3-5. I seriously don't understand, Shane.
I don't know. They're going to do it all year if Heritage doesn't change.
Heritage, what you take from this game, if it keeps going this way, is you need to hit the weight room.
That was actually a gain of 8, not 6, so even worse for Heritage in that
case.
Wow. They're going to have to switch this defense up. Again, the 3-5.
Come on, Coach Hammondtree.
Here we go. I formation for Jefferson County. Handoff to, I believe it is McFall. And he goes to the right, gets about 4 yards, and that's enough for a Patriots first down.
You can't keep giving up. You can't even give up 4-yard runs, you know? Like, that is too much. You need to stuff them. You need to make them pass. Passing is a weak point for them.
It's a shame that Heritage can't seem to stop this running game.
And, you know, this type of defensive line is why one of our offensive linemen and potential defensive linemen, Joey Evans, who would have been a senior this year and returning starter, quit because they just weren't in the weight room enough for him. He just knew. He knew. And
nonetheless, Jeff County I formation again for Jeff County. Handoff up the middle again, McFall. Plenty of daylight. Gets by Bledsoe and tackled at the 40 or the 41 that time.
At this point,
tell who the tackler was. Did you catch the number?
No, sir, I did not. But at this point, if you're Heritage, you know they're not going to pass the ball. Why not bring in, why not bring in the corners and the safety? Why not rush everyone?
Why even ask the question? Of course, it was Jose Hernandez. How could I miss that?
Leading tackler for the league last year. But I don't know if that was because Jose is so good or because our defense last year was so bad. More 3-5.
Another I formation. Split receivers for Jeff County. 2nd down and 1. Play fake.
They pass it.
Man wide open. It's number 30.
He drops it.
And he drops the
There we go. That's what we like to see.
Great pass, but just dropped that time by number 30.
Well,
that is Hunter Ivy.
It's hard to catch it when he hits you right in the hands.
Right. Hunter Ivy known more for his defensive skills rather than his offensive skills.
That's true, but that was a good throw. You got to catch
that. Great pass by Malik Styles, who is a name to watch for the remainder of this season. Listen for that name.
Honestly, what's a dropped pass here and there when you're running the ball like Jeff County is?
I'm not sure why they threw the ball, honestly. But I formation, 2 wideouts to the right. And if this is anything but a run up the gut, I'll be shocked. Handoff up the middle. Fumble! And who has it?
Heritage get off the ball. Come on,
Hernandez says he has it. Number 2 for Heritage says he has it. That's RT Bird.
That's a quarterback, RT Bird.
No call yet from the referees.
I think they're motioning towards Jeff County.
No,
all the Heritage players say,
Heritage!
There we go,
finally
baby.
A break for the Mountaineers.
A good break for Heritage.
It seems like we got none of those last season, Seth, but we finally get one here.
Woo, baby. Maybe Coach Russell was the curse. Who knows? But
that time by Heritage by Walker White.
You got to score here. You got to score. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got to get a touchdown here.
You really do.
And even if you got to do a little trickery, because we have a little bit of information, insider information, there is a play in the playbook, if not more than one play, where Jake Olvey catches the ball. So watch out for that.
Be on the lookout. We'll watch out for it.
Olvey, under center.
Shotgun again. No, excuse me, not shotgun. Why did I say that?
Split backs.
And who's got the ball?
Heritage
fumbles it right back. Bledsoe picks it up, and he fumbles it again. Who has the football?
And
Heritage.
Jeff County on the ball, it looks like.
15 yards on that play.
No, Heritage.
Ball goes to Heritage, but my goodness, what happened was the fumble first occurred on the handoff. Nobody secured the ball. Bledsoe picks it up and tries to run with it, and he fumbles the ball on a hard hit. Somebody fell on it for Heritage.
It was basically a 7-second juggling act with Terrell Bledsoe. That's the kind of sloppiness you can't have from you don't expect that from a Coach Hamilton coach football team because he's known for his discipline, and Jarrell very upset with himself. But you got to get over that. You got to just forget and break another tackle, Jarrell. That's what you do. That's what you do best.
Hell, and Heritage should take a timeout here. And I'm just going to say, if this game continues at this hard-hitting pace, head trainers Paige Buckner and Emily Robertson are going to have their hands full tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Real quick, we would like to, if you haven't already, be sure to check out our UT football schedule breakdown on Facebook.
Also, our Olympics coverage. The Olympics is over, but who cares? It's still fun to watch. It was, not a lot. Oh, Heritage kneeling. They are looking solemn, looking very solemn. And why would you not be? No.
I mean, might as well pray over it.
All right, Shane. If you're Coach Hamilton, what are some of the changes you make in this timeout? What do you tell the team?
Well, are we talking offense or defense?
We're talking offense.
Offense. Well, one thing I wouldn't do is any of that trickery stuff right now because we obviously can't handle it.
No.
The last play with a couple play fakes and a handoff that flopped miserably, Heritage lost 14 yards on the play. Luckily kept possession. If they didn't, Jefferson County was going to go and score immediately.
Oh, absolutely. And Heritage breaks the huddle again.
Right now, 2nd and 24. And in this situation, you're not necessarily worried about gaining yards. You're just trying to keep the football and punt it away.
That's true.
Shotgun, though, for Olvey. And he hands off to Bledsoe. Bledsoe stuffed again.
He turned around backwards. You can't do 180s, Jarrell. You got to do 360s.
Yeah, just a bad mistake on Bledsoe's part. Another loss of
just
yardage.
a series of unfortunate events, not by Lemony Snicket, though, by the Heritage offense.
So 3rd and 28, and it'll be interesting what the call is here. Does Heritage try something, or do they just try to hold on to the football?
I just like to say Jake Olvey is a devout Catholic, so I expect a Hail Mary. I don't know if the play.
Very well played. So ball on the 39-yard line, 3rd and 28.
And Jeff County obviously expecting pass right here.
Shotgun, split backs, 3 wide receivers. Olvey back to throw. And a little play.
Short pass.
Short pass to Jesse Huff, and he's tackled immediately.
get it in the center hash mark, let Burkett, try and cough and punt it, pin him down.
Burkett before the game, let me say, though, he was really slow on his punts. I was watching him in pregame practice. He'd catch the ball and wait 2 or 3 seconds before he would get rid of the ball.
A weird thing about Matthew is he only takes 1 step, whereas most kickers take 3.
He's more comfortable that way. He comes from a soccer background. I mean, it's probably more comfortable for him. But
true. Probably because of just the free kicks are like that, so that's probably what he expects.
Back to receive the punt is Ethan McFall.
And just, good Lord, don't let this be blocked. Basically is what you're hoping if you're a Heritage High School fan.
Just when you think Heritage catches a break, we lose it again.
And it almost was blocked.
Burkett was slow to the punt and almost blocked.
High punt.
High punt, wobbly. Takes a good Heritage bounce, though. Heritage will down it at the 32-yard line.
And that was a decent punt, but gosh. If they're going to be able to drive 99 yards that easily, what's 68 yards?
Yeah.
Heritage is going to have to score every drive, basically. We're going to have to catch some breaks.
We're going to take a quick break real quick. We'll be right back with the continuation of the drive.
Styles, a quarterback in the I formation. Hands off to McFall. McFall sit with daylight, and he goes to the 47-yard line, and with fantastic run, little juke moves with the moves like Jagger, breaking Heritage ankles. And really not something you like to see, but you're used to it by now.
Yeah. Well, one thing that is happening, though, because it's a slow-paced game, the game is at least close, so Heritage won't feel like they're out of it at halftime.
That's true. I cannot believe it is only 7-0 at this point. It feels like we're down 21. There is a player down.
Player down on the field.
Is that a Heritage or Jeff County player?
It looks like Jeff County to me. Can't tell who it is. As soon as we find out, we will let you know.
Hate to see that. All the players are on a knee.
Doesn't look good, but we don't have any details right now.
No,
we know that Warren Smith is over there checking on him. We also know that Alex Williams is over there as well. Or not Warren Smith, that's the wrong team. Darius Jones and Alex Williams checking on him.
The Jeff County players seem to believe that he's okay.
McFall is hurt on the sideline, and that would be a huge loss for Jefferson County.
He did a lot of juke moves. Maybe he broke his own ankles.
He is up, but not walking under his own power.
And that's sad to see, but that is big. That is big.
You hate to see it, but let's be honest. It might help Heritage a little bit.
You hate to say that, but it is. But they still have Jones.
It's a loss of a huge player. It's like when Tennessee lost Justin Hunter last year against Florida.
Very, very true, and it is still only 7-0. That also, losing a player like that, losing a leader, a senior, could really be a big body shot to the team. But they still do have Darius Jones, and it's not stopping them. They're back under the eye with Jones back. Heritage with 3 down linemen. Ignorance is bliss, I guess. I don't know what you're thinking.
2 wide receivers to the right. Handoff, Jones up the middle. And
finally,
they hit him. But the 3-5, there's only one man there to tackle him, so he breaks right through it.
And a big guy like
extra 3 yards.
A big guy like Jones, who's 6 feet tall, 185, and that is 185 pounds of pure muscle barreling straight at you. He's not going to go down just with one player hitting you.
He has been extremely impressive in this game.
But it was only a gain of 3 yards, which I think is the shortest gain he's had all game.
Close to it. 3-yard gain, so 2nd down and 7 on the 49-yard line.
And the cheerleaders trying to pep us up. Good job, girls.
Yeah. And a play fake to the rollout left. And pass dropped and knocked right into the hands of Matt Oakes.
Wow. Interesting. It was like in volleyball when you knock the ball to another player to spike it down.
Excuse me, not Matt Oakes. That was number 81 for Jefferson County, Bryce Cusick.
Still, I think that is a good microcosm of the game, because it's just all the little breaks are going Jeff County's way, and nothing is stopping them. Not even luck at this point.
No. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Ball on the 43-yard line.
3 down linemen again. Oh my God.
This time. So the 3 down linemen, that might not be a problem. Option to the right. Fumble for Jefferson County, but they pick it right back up.
He bounced it like a basketball.
Number 5, and that is Alex Williams.
He's still up?
Alex Williams is a man among boys right now, dragging Mountaineers everywhere he goes.
Every player on Heritage's defense got a hand on him, and he just did not go down. He fumbled the ball, bounced it like a basketball, caught it, ran some more, broke some tackles, and just embarrassed us.
And on the tackle for Heritage was R.T. Bird, the backup quarterback.
Just another really lucky play for Jeff County, and that's just the way that's it. They are literally, the ball is literally bouncing their way today, Shane.
It really is.
And, I mean, good Lord, just will anything ever go our way?
I don't know that it will. Ball on the 25-yard line. I formation, split wideouts. Hand off to Jones. Big hole to the 15, to the 10. Gets a block.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Patriots, they lead the game 13-0 right now.
Good job, Darius Jones, because you are single-handedly destroying Heritage High School's defense.
Well, the blocking up the middle was great. Big hole up the gut, and then he sees a gap to the outside and just cuts it loose.
He just bounced to the left, and he just jogged in.
He got one big block to the outside, and
he looked like Usain Bolt at the end of the 100-meter at that point.
It was an impressive run. Jose Esparza on the kick for Jefferson County, the stud kicker. Low snap, but a good recovery by the holder. Kick is good. Patriots lead 14-0.
Wow, that's all I have to say.
That's all I have to say about that. So we'll be right back. Again, Jefferson County 14, Heritage nothing. And we're back in the second quarter. 5:17 to play in the first half. Esparza to kick off. Bledsoe back to return. We'll see if they kick to drill this time.
Both Bledsoes back to return, and hopefully they kick to him, because that's the only way we're going to score, Shane.
Oh, hey, all three of them are capable of running this one back, though. Don't take anything away from Orlando or Jesse.
Oh, good Lord! I hope we take this back. That'd be big.
That would be great. Here comes Esparza. Good kick.
Beautiful kick.
Bledsoe in the end zone. That's an automatic touchback here in the TSSAA. For some unknown reason, I never understand that rule, but
oh well. That was a pretty kick there.
Really good kick.
And Heritage back at the 20.
McFall being carted to the sideline for Jefferson County.
Well, it didn't seem to affect Jeff County. If anything, it motivated them.
It may have.
Heritage needs to drive 80 yards for a touchdown. And what do you think the odds are on that, Shane?
About the odds of me quitting this broadcast right now. So, 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. 80 yards to go for the Mountaineers.
You're going to start to see a lot more pass play from Heritage High School.
They're going to have to. They're going to have to do something drastic to try to get up some momentum, because they're losing it all right now.
Olvie under center.
Handoff up the middle.
That was a good block
push from the line that time. Gain of about 7.
8-yard run.
That run by White.
For 8 yards. And Olvie under center again in the same type of formation.
Here we go. Handoff again, and a decent push. No, it was a play fake that Olvie kept. Olvie tried to push forward, but that's a dangerous play, putting your quarterback in danger like that.
That's true, and also Olvie not known for moving.
Olvie not exactly the Tim Tebow of Heritage High School. They move it up to about the 30-yard line. They'll bring the chain gang out.
Is that Bledsoe's
they won't bring the chain gang out. First down, Heritage.
Bledsoe's out.
We've seen all game that our front line has gotten a good push.
Very true. All right, definitely, I'm expecting a pass play here. Jarrell is out, so there goes your best runner by far. And Heritage down 14-0 with 4:20 left in the...
We were down 17-0 against Hardin Valley last year, though, and Jake Olvie let us back.
And halftime. Now there's a whistle on the play.
Whistle before the play this time.
Now let's see what this is.
Looks like a false start. Heritage moving back.
Gosh, just these...
Delay of game again on Olvie. That's the second time he's made that mistake today.
You can't do that. You just cannot. You can't penalize. You do penalties that you...
That's a senior making a freshman mistake.
Absolutely.
Love you, Jake, but you can't do that.
We're most definitely putting passing situations here.
So 1st and 15, Heritage on their own 25-yard line. I formation, or split I formation, 3 wide receivers. Handoff up the gut.
Oh, there we go.
There. That was White, number 19, Walker White.
Well, Walker White, he just saw daylight. He did not stop. He didn't look back. It was fantastic.
Walker White, basically the new Chase Klein for this year's team, and he looked right there. So a first down on a 1st and 15, that is a very impressive run.
Heritage moving the ball decent, I'd say. Not as well as Jeff County does, but
Well, so far on this drive, though, it's been really good.
Good enough. You know, good enough. That's all you need.
Heritage on their own 41-yard line. Again, the split I formation. They found something they like
I'd like
in this formation.
to see them score right at the end of this quarter going into half.
Man in motion is Harris to the left. Handoff again to LaRue. A fumble again! Down the
big
field they go.
number 54.
Caleb Watson in the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots.
Caleb Watson just rumbled and stumbled and bumbled down to the end zone on that play.
Skylar LaRue did not protect the football. That's the third fumble, fourth fumble, because there were 2 on 1 play. Fourth fumble for the Mountaineers in this game.
That was a problem last year. You think they would have learned? You can't do sloppy things like fumble the ball and get penalties like delays of games against yourself. It's just not a winning formula. You think we would learn this in the past 2 decades that we've been losing games?
Luckily, there is no fumble on the play.
There's no vote.
Penalty was thrown. So a lucky break for Heritage.
But that doesn't twist the fact that it did have it did still technically happen. I mean, it's being wiped from the record books. They did not
Jefferson County
score.
ball. So excuse me, the fumble did occur, but still Jefferson County football. So the penalty is after the fumble recovery.
They are gonna go. You can't go down 3 scores into halftime. Come on now. Our defense isn't good enough to stop them with 3 down linemen again. You know.
And a handoff to Jones. And a great push by the defensive line. They can't bring him down, but a gain of only 1 that time.
I'd be interested to see how many tackles he's broken tonight.
Well, that's the first time the defensive line has pushed through the Patriots' offensive line.
It's true. I think they just didn't know what to do once they got a hand on him. They hadn't got a hand on him all night.
I know. Jake Malone on the tackle.
There we go, Jake.
Good fit of the program.
Absolutely. So 2nd and 10. Looks like.
You said that with a very good East Tennessee accent.
Thank you.
10. Here we go, but it is 2nd and 10 here on the 40-yard line for the Patriots.
Another I formation, it appears, and another 3 down lineman from Heritage.
In the 3-5 again. Handoff.
But
Jones up the gut. He shakes and bakes his way up to about the 20-yard line, which is the first down mark, or the 30, excuse me.
At least they're putting a little bit more pressure on the run. They collapsed the outside linebackers on that play, so they rushed 5 technically.
They'll give them a gain of 9.
But they still got to gain them 9 because Heritage doesn't know how to tackle.
And there is a Patriot down on the field. We can't tell who it is right now. Number 81.
That's a shame. That's Tom Brady.
No, that is number 81, Bryce Cusick. Remember, Cusick's the guy that caught the tipped pass earlier.
That's true. He jogs off the field, though. He'll be fine. 2:20 left in the 2nd quarter here at Jack Renfro Stadium. And what's this? How many?
Cusick gets up pretty quick from that one, though, so he'll be all right.
Heritage with mucho down linemen.
Now Heritage goes to the 5 down linemen when they're
with
in the shotgun set on offense.
It up a little bit.
And they get pushed. And a tackle in the backfield for a loss of 4 yards.
Works beautifully. I expect to see that in the 2nd quarter.
Malik Stiles tried to push forward. The line pushed him back. And a great play that time from Heritage. 4th down and 5.
I think Heritage's defense
call for Jefferson County.
Heritage's defense might be a little mad, Shane.
It looks like the Patriots are going to go for it here, and that's a little surprising to me. With
why would you not with the way they've been moving the ball tonight? But they just got stuffed. So we'll see how this goes.
Is as good as they say he is, you'd think they might try this.
I mean, it would be good to go up 17-0 as opposed to 14-0, but they might go up 21-0. So
we'll see. I formation.
A little less than a minute and a half left in the game.
Jones, and he breaks it through to the 20-yard line, dragging Jose Hernandez.
There's Jones.
Fumble the ball.
Fumble
by Jones. Heritage says they have it. We'll see what the referees call. We can't tell from here.
Come on, Heritage.
And no signal yet.
Come on, Lady Luck. Give us a little kiss.
First down, Patriots.
Jefferson County. Wow, that's really not what you like to see.
Another bad break for the Mountaineers, Seth.
That's true. Lady Luck, not on our side. She kissed Jeff County and slapped us right in the face.
Well, what happened on the play, Jones breaks through the line, and he's dragging Jose Hernandez all the way down the field, but he was too worried about Hernandez that he didn't hold on to the football.
That's a 185-pound power running back up against a 130-pound linebacker.
Yeah, and Jones fumbled the ball forward, but Jefferson County fell on it then, so they have
under a minute to go in the 2nd.
They have it on the 11-yard line right now. Handoff goes to number 5, Alex Williams. And he's got some room to go.
Heritage
trucks his way down to the 3.
And Jarrell tackles him from behind. You know, Heritage isn't strong enough to just tackle them head on. They have to drag them down.
You're right,
which is just a terrible sign. How are you supposed to stop an offense that way? You can't.
Is Ty Clark, Josh Arnold,
and the Jeff County coaches next to us are screaming timeout. And they will take a
timeout with 34 seconds left. 2nd down and 1 on the 3. What are you calling here, Seth?
I'd give it to Jones, honestly. Well, I mean, I'd give it to Jones every play. That man is a stud.
Has been so far tonight. Heritage unable to bring him down.
Last year, Heritage made many running backs look like a stud. So maybe that's just a Heritage thing.
Yeah.
You think under a new regime it would be different, but it is still the same team.
Yeah. Of course, last year, Catholic brought Superman to the game.
Oh, absolutely. He may have forgot his cape at home, but he still had his powers.
It was a very impressive night for the Irish.
And Jake Olvey, if you're Jake Olvey, you have to just be you have to be nervous because you know you have to perform in the second half. You're going to have to throw a lot of passes, and you're going to throw a lot of quickly and efficiently. You know,
notice here, Coach Hammondtree runs out to the huddle for the Mountaineers. One thing you never saw Coach Brent Russell do last season.
You didn't see Coach Russell do a whole lot of anything, to be honest, except lose.
It's great that we can call these cheap shots now.
I wouldn't call them cheap. They're fair that he had a 1-9 record his final season.
Nonetheless, 2nd and 1 right now. Jefferson County
34 seconds left in the first half.
And we'll see what they call here. Another wishbone.
Wow, goal line formation.
Hand off. And that's nothing but a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Alex Williams again. Alex Williams is a huge running back, and he just, when he wants to go forward, he goes forward.
And he wanted to go forward into the end zone that time. And Heritage down 20-0, and this is getting really ugly really quickly, Shane.
Yeah, Williams ran right through 2 Heritage defenders at the goal line, barreled his way across the goal line for a touchdown. 20-0, Patriots lead right now.
You know, you hate to see this for the Heritage fan base because and I say we because I go to Heritage High School and I want us to succeed. We were so excited for this new coaching, but you see the same old product being put on the field.
Fairly low kick, but as far as it knocks it through, if you want to look on the bright side, Heritage has moved the ball well, but they can't hang on to the ball. That's the problem. The fumbles are killing us.
But the thing about Coach Hammondtree that's different than Coach Russell is he's going to do something about it.
You expect it. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back for the finale of the second quarter. Welcome back to Jack Renfro Stadium. Jose Esparza set to kick off for Jefferson County.
And as usual, Jarrell Bledsoe and Orlando Bledsoe back to receive. I'd like to see Orlando. Let's see what Orlando would do.
Well, they didn't get a chance to return last time. Esparza with a great kick into the end zone.
That's what I would do if I was Esparza every time.
Yeah.
So
here's the kick, and it's a little squibber. They don't want Heritage to step anything up. And it's Caleb McDonald that picks it up to the 25-yard line, knocked out at the 28.
Wow, yeah, Heritage is going to have to... A lot of deep pass plays going to be... You can expect to see those. Unless Heritage is just going to, kind of mail it in and go into halftime, get their butts chewed out by Coach Hammondtree, I expect to. In my experience with Coach Hammondtree, he is going to be a raging madman in halftime.
He probably will be. Skylar LaRue in to play fullback on this possession. In this situation, typically you might try to save the football, but down 3 touchdowns with 25 seconds left in the half, and you don't get the ball to start the second half, you might want to go for it here. I-form split backs. Over the handoff to LaRue, and he gets about 3 yards. That was not LaRue. That was number 19, and that was Walker White.
And White gets a big hello from the Jeff County defense, and just expect to see Heritage run the clock out and go into halftime.
Yeah, down to 5 seconds left on the clock, and no big rush for the Mountaineers. That's it.
This is a sad first half for Heritage High School. A familiar story.
They moved the ball though. They just can't They can't hold on to it.
I literally am speechless. I did not expect to see this. I expected at least a decent showing from Heritage, and they go into halftime. Their heads are hanging, looking at them walking in the tunnel.
I mean, if it weren't fumbles, there wouldn't be an issue. This would be at least
a decent game,
21-7 game.
I mean, but we just cannot stop Jones.
We can't stop Darius Jones, and we've got to hold on to the football. We'll see what adjustments we make at halftime. We will see you in the second half.
All right. Radioactive Sports Hour here. I'm Seth Borton with former Heritage High School coach, Coach Morgan. You coach quarterbacks, and what do you think of Jake Olvey today in this game?
I think Jake's done a pretty good job so far. He's done a terrific job throwing the football. Really looks poised back there, like you'd expect from your senior quarterback. And he did have one turnover needs to work on, but other than that, I think he's looked pretty dang good.
Absolutely. Jake, I think, has done a really good job at moving the offense, but we just cannot hold on to the ball. And you hate to see that because I think Jake has great potential. He went down to Manning camp, and I don't know if you two keep in touch, but he told me that he was rated as a top 100 quarterback in Manning camp.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Jake's a hard worker. I mean, he puts his all into what he does, and I've been really impressed with his growth over the past couple of years that I've had the privilege of watching him play. And I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I think he's done a terrific job.
That's true. There are talks of Jake going to a D2 school, or maybe he even talks to me personally. He said, "I might go to Penn State now. I think I could play."
I mean, I wish Jake all the best of luck. I think he's set to have a great season. I think really the sky's the limit for Jake. As hard as he works, I really feel like he could put himself in a position to get a scholarship.
All right, now what is it like for you watching it from the stands now? And what do you think of the team tonight?
The teams look pretty good. The couple of lapses there on defense, and they just need to punch the ball in on offense. But other than that, I think they've looked very well. I think they're going to come out in the second half and really turn things around and put a complete game together.
All right, now obviously last season did not go like you wanted. Just talk on that. Anything you want to say to that?
I mean, yeah, the thing just didn't go the way we were expected. Had some bad breaks. I don't seem like they're lingering on last year. I think Coach Hammontree came in, done a great job turning things around. So I think they're on the right track, kind of with last year in the past, and they're just looking forward.
All right, now what are your plans for the future as a coach?
Well, hopefully get back into coaching sometime soon. Wherever I can find a coaching job. So hopefully this isn't the end of me coaching.
All right, well that's all up here. Simon Seth Morton. This is
Dylan Morgan.
All right. The Radioactive Sports Hour signing off.
Radioactive Sports Hour back with you here for the second half, about to kick off in a little less than 2 minutes. And we do look for some adjustments in the Heritage game, especially as far as hanging on to the football.
Also, I do not expect to see a 3-5 defense. Oh, gosh, because, I mean, it just worked out so well in the first half.
With a minute and a half before the kickoff now, we're looking, and the lights just went out in the press box. Who did that?
Very symbolic of what is happening in the football game. The lights turned off.
The lights are definitely out. And, hey, I kind of like this.
Also, they were playing Living on a Prayer earlier. And I think that's pretty... That's low. Mean of them, but still, it's true. The teams are warming up here, and just looking at the sheer size of Jeff County at First Heritage High School, we never had a chance.
I mean, you could tell from the beginning that our chances were slim to none, but I will guarantee you, Coach Hammontree will not let his men give up.
No, absolutely not. And then crazier things have happened than a football team coming down from a 21-0 deficit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we did. It's not like we didn't move the ball. Our offense showed great potential. It just make crucial mistakes at crucial times.
Yeah. All right.
And Jeff County, they had Lady Luck on their side. The ball bounced their way. They were rolling snake eyes and craps and stuff like that.
Scoreboard reads 30 seconds now to kick off.
Scoreboard also reads 21-0 Jeff County.
Yeah. Of course, Jefferson County will receive the kickoff, and that's a scary thought. We can't let them keep scoring on us.
That's true. Jeff County.
If they start the second half with a score and we're down 4 possessions, it will not be a good outlook for the
Turn off the lights. The party is over at that point. They look pumped coming in. Jefferson County, I mean, not Heritage. Heritage, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in Heritage's locker room because Coach Hammontree is a fiery man, and he's not used to losing.
No, he's definitely not used to losing.
Which is why we hired him, because we're tired of losing.
We are definitely tired of losing to Heritage. And they are set now to kick the ball off. Teams huddling on the sidelines, ready to get out there.
It'll be interesting to see how Matthew Burkett kicks the ball off. We haven't seen him kick off yet.
Missing that field goal earlier.
That had to affect him. I know Matthew's a really nice guy, and just things like that will affect him.
It'll mess your psyche a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. I just want to go ahead and give a shout out to Matthew Burkett. Great guy. I love you, Matthew. What's up?
Well, we got a second shout out to the Bass Pro Shops in Sevierville, Tennessee.
Oh yes, you can expect to see us do on location show at Bass Pro Shop at any time soon. Dates to be announced. Keep alert on our page, which is the Radioactive Sports Hour on Facebook. Look us up, like us up, and listen up.
Yeah, very well put right there. We're still awaiting the kickoff. The
I mean, if I was Heritage, I wouldn't want to start either after the butt whooping we just received. And they ran out on the field. That was a very brave move by them. They could have forfeited.
It certainly was. Jefferson County's got enough men on the sideline right now. They could still beat Heritage.
That's true. Heritage is so just limited in their depth. There are some positions we do not even have a second string.
It's been a rough go of it lately.
Burkett sets the ball up. Start of the third quarter.
So Matthew Burkett set for the kickoff.
He's lined up on the left hash mark. There you go.
This has onside written all over it.
Wow.
Little short, high kick. That's what Heritage wanted, but it rolls out of bounds at the 30.
Interesting. I like the call. I do not like the execution.
No. But hey, good guess, Shane. Thanks. Best of luck.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Good. I mean, again, it gave Heritage an opportunity, and had they converted on that, it would have been great momentum to start the second half.
Absolutely, but
instead, Jefferson County gets the ball again so they can run all over the Heritage defense for a touchdown.
They have to go. They're on the 30? So that would be
they're on the 30-yard line. It'll be interesting
70
to see Alex Williams again here in this half.
We'll see how fast they can score.
Or not Alex Williams, excuse me, Ethan McFall.
Yeah. Well, if he is in the game.
Well, that's the thing. It'll be interesting to see if he comes back out there. Right now, they got Alex Williams out there indicating that McFall is not able to play.
If I was Jeff County, I would rest McFall the rest of the game, whether he can go or not, because you're up 21-0.
There's no reason to push it right now.
You have 3 running backs that could all start at Heritage right now, and they're tearing us up. Let's play a game called Let's See How Fast Jeff County can score on the Heritage defense.
Handoff up the middle goes to Williams, and he's stuffed. Good play by Heritage that time. Ty Clark in on the tackle. Along with Skylar LaRue.
Maybe put a pause on this game. Our defense is coming out with a little bit of fury in their eyes. Orlando Bledsoe on the tackle.
Bledsoe in on it as well. So 2nd and 10. Good play to start the half.
I like to see that. Maybe there could be a comeback. Like I said, crazier things have happened.
You're right.
I mean, the difference between a 17-0 comeback against Hardin Valley, which was the number 10 team in the state at the time, and a 21-0 comeback against
Here's another handoff to Williams, and no gain.
Wow, again.
Heritage on the move, pushing Jefferson County back, stopping the running game this time. What a start.
Heritage's defensive line has said, you won't tread on me, you know.
Jake Malone on the tackle again for the Mountaineers. He's had a pretty good game. His name's been called a few times.
It's true that the line, they're going with 3 down linemen, but they seem upset. You know, like they're not going to be pushed around by Jefferson County any longer.
So 3rd and 10 for the Patriots. They're sending them in, sending the blitz, and stuck for a sack on the play. Loss of 3. What a start for the Mountaineers here in the second half.
He was stuffed like a double-layer burrito, Shane. Like that was just beautiful. What is this? Is this special teams coming out?
And here's the interesting part of this. We've got Jarrell Bledsoe and Jesse Huff back to return.
Orlando Bledsoe on the tackle.
Players for the Mountaineers.
I'd love to see a block here, Shane. That'd get me fired up.
Really? You'd like to see a block?
I would. I'd love to see a block. Sometimes you have to say the obvious things. It's about the art of conversation.
High snap! Oh, high snap! 5-yard line! Woo, baby! Hunter Esparza will turn and squib it down the field. Don't touch it. Do not touch the ball. Jarrell, no!
Jarrell! Oh, Jarrell!
Jarrell almost
scared us.
His hand on the football. Had he touched it, it would have been a fumble and brought more than likely the Jeff County ball. But he did not. Ball rolls out at the 45, and I want to tell you, Jose Esparza made a great play.
Absolutely.
To not turn around and panic. He turns around, collects himself, kicks the football, and Heritage now on the 44-yard line rather than on the 5.
I mean, this is still a great position for Heritage.
It is. But
let's see what Jake Ovey can do with the ball here.
If you recall, last year in a Heritage game, punter Zach Key did the exact opposite of what Esparza just did.
Yeah, I've seen Heritage do a lot of messed up things.
All right, shotgun. Ovey back. Finds Bledsoe in the backfield, and
Bledsoe
tackled for a loss of 4.
He went airborne on that tackle.
See, Bledsoe was open, but there was nobody in front of him except for white jerseys. He had nowhere to go once he caught the football.
He caught it on the right side, and he thought he had a split second of daylight and did not capitalize on it. Before he knew it, there was a white jersey right up in his face.
And one thing that comes from Ovey is just not game experience.
That's true. Dave yanked Jake after Coach Russell knew he had lost his job, and he played the seniors because they'd been with him his whole career, and he just wanted to be loyal to them. But it really would have behooved Heritage to play Ovey all of last year.
It would have helped a lot, but, I mean, you also want to play your seniors, so I understand it. Handoff up the middle, and that is stuffed.
Fumble!
Picked up by Alex Williams.
Alex Williams running down to 10-5.
Touchdown. Patriots.
Well,
handoff went to LaRue, I believe. LaRue, again, his second fumble of the game.
Another
and
fumble.
Alex Williams scoops it up, runs for a touchdown. Heritage plays so great on defense, and they blow it again with a fumble.
Heritage just is not firing on all cylinders. I've heard this. It seems like I've heard the story a million times. You know, like, good golly, Miss Molly. Like, how many times are we going to fumble today? You can't win a game if you keep giving up easy scores like that. It just simply will not, like, it just doesn't work.
It's not mathematically correct. You can't do it. So Esparza on for the kick again. At least the score happened early. Kick is no good.
Wow.
So Esparza, a rare miss on the
missing
extra point.
an extra point. Huh.
So 27-0 right now. Patriots lead. We'll be right back. We'll take a quick break. Patriots lead 27-0 over the Mountaineers.
That was pretty apt.
Back for the third quarter here. 9:08 to play. Esparza to kick off. Again, of course, Bledsoe back along with Orlando Bledsoe and Jesse Huff.
And if you're Heritage, you have to throw the ball. You have to start throwing the ball because obviously you can't handle running the ball. The running backs can't handle the responsibility of holding the ball.
Kickoff there from Esparza. 8 yards deep into the end zone, so no chance for a return by Bledsoe right there.
Which is what you obviously want if you're
Beautiful kick by Esparza.
They basically take away our only hopes of scoring when he puts it in that end zone. You know, you got to come out. You got to come out guns a-blazing, Heritage. You can't let this affect you as much as as hard as that is. You have to just let that fall off your shoulders. Don't look at the scoreboard if you're Heritage. You know, just go out, start slinging the ball around just like Brett Favre in the 90s. You know, just all over the field, just everywhere, all the time. And Olby back to pass and he skips it to He skips it to Harris.
It almost looks like Heritage is just not in the game.
Heritage at this point knows. I think they know they're not going to win, and it really is. It's gotten to them. The fumbles they're so debilitated
to start the year. I mean,
they expected to come out and it to be a good game. I think we all expected it to be a good
game. We at least
game.
expected it to be competitive, and let's be honest, it's not like Jefferson County has played all that well either.
No, his Heritage has played so.
Olby back to throw, tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Wow.
Good play right there, swatted by, of course, Michael Hackney. He will make a heck of a collegiate player one day, Seth.
Absolutely. And Jeff County has a few collegiate players on their team, and just that is another problem. They are just simply more talented than us. But like you said, they haven't been playing all that much better than us. It's just we're playing that bad.
Yeah. Still no word on Ethan McFall, by the way. We'll see if we can get that to you at least by the end of the game. 3rd and 10 for the Mountaineers.
Back in shotgun.
Shotgun split backs, 3 wide receivers.
And
snap to Olby. Play fake.
And
he's got the middle of the field. Overthrew Harris, but
and a little roughhousing on the end of that play by Jeff County.
Almost a horse collar down the middle.
Why are you doing that if you're Jefferson County? That's just cheap. You're up 27-0.
Harris would have been able to catch up to the ball. But
he wouldn't have, but that's still cheap. They did it after the ball had hit the ground. They knew what they were doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that. But
again,
Jake was in peril. There's a lineman right in his face. It's hard to be accurate with, a big man about to clobber you.
Yeah. So here we go. Heritage set to punt it away. And I would assume it's Matthew Burkett.
It is.
We'll see if he can get rid of the ball a little quicker this time. No, still slow. And a terrible punt off the side of his foot, straight up in the air.
Wow, and on.
My goodness.
So Jefferson County only 27 yards away from
a 15-yard punt. Walker White falls on it. Jeff County will get the football right now at the 27-yard line, Seth.
Let's just go ahead and chalk that up as a touchdown.
At this point, I mean, it's disheartening to be a Heritage fan right now.
Good Lord. It's just like the same old, different coach, same old story, Hate to see that.
You had such high expectations coming into the game, and so far
not even high.
have not lived up to it.
I mean, we just expected to at least not be embarrassed.
It's not competitive.
It's not like we're playing Maryville. I mean,
nonetheless,
all respect to Jeff County, they're no Maryville, but we're playing them like they are.
Well, nonetheless, there's still over 20 minutes to play in the game. We'll see if Heritage can at least make this respectable. Styles with he is blocked.
Wow, yeah, he is leveled on that play.
It's a quarterback draw on the play. Styles, when he dropped back, Heritage knew what was coming, and they run right up the gut and clock him.
The Heritage defense is still taking a huge stand. They're looking a lot better, but the offense is playing like the defense did in the first half.
The defense has actually looked really good here in the second half.
Absolutely. I mean, why can the offense not play? Why can the offense and defense not play good at the same time?
I don't know.
It's always been that way. It was that way last year.
It doesn't make sense to me. 2nd and 10. Styles in the I formation.
Wow.
And
all of Heritage High School jumps on that play.
The whole defensive line for Heritage jumped.
Heritage with another sloppy penalty.
Offsides. We were hoping for a false start, but it wouldn't come our way, of course.
No, as nothing will tonight.
I know. So 2nd and 5 now for Jefferson County. Again, just immature mistakes.
Absolutely. It's insane. I thought we were going back to fundamentals, and typical fundamental is, don't jump.
Pitch left, Darius Jones. And he's close to the first down. Gets to about the 17 or 16-yard line. Jesse Huff on the tackle.
Good job by Huff. We haven't heard his name a whole lot on defense tonight.
They mark it at the 18-yard line, so it'll be short. About a yard and a half to go. 3rd and 1.
Could Heritage stop them here, Shane? You think?
They could.
I don't think it's likely.
If they stay in the 3-5, they're just going to go right through the hole.
And it looks like that's exactly what they're doing. And it looks like that's exactly what Jeff County is going to do.
We'll see what happens.
Styles in the I-form. Back at running back.
Jones and Williams in the game at running backs. Pitch right. Fumble. And Jones picks it up
and makes something out of it.
One man to beat. Gets to the 10 to the 5.
Touchdown.
And the call is touchdown.
Wow, Shane.
And Heritage just, when a fumble like that happens, you've got to be on the game. You've got to be on your toes and go after it. And Heritage just stood around and watched. They were spectators on the play.
Jefferson County is turning their fumbles into positives. They're taking control of that chaos and using it as to their advantage. Heritage doesn't know what to do when there's a fumble, and Jeff County takes advantage of that chaos and that confusion. And
you're right.
Run because all the Heritage players go to the one area. They go towards the other Heritage players instead of to the ball.
This doesn't make sense. This extra point was a very good kick, though, by Esparza. Kick is good, 34-0 in favor of the Patriots.
And this is just, you're pulling your hair out right now if you're a Heritage coach, player, or fan, Anybody who cares at all about Mountaineer football just is displeased.
It's really is a shame that Heritage has come out and looked, quite frankly, this bad.
The new uniforms make them look like the Warland Indians, and quite frankly, they're playing like them.
It hasn't been good so far, but still, 19 minutes left in the game.
And it's a mixture of a lot of just not being into the game mentally or physically, and also just bad luck too. Heritage is getting a lot of bad luck.
Let's see what happens, though. Esparza for the kickoff now for Jeff County.
Let's just try and score.
Come on, Jarrell. Do something for me here. Do something for me.
Or Orlando. I'd like to see what Orlando can do with the ball.
I'd like to see what anybody can do with the ball, frankly.
Hold on to it would be a good start.
Certainly would be. Here's the kickoff. And another good kick.
Beautiful.
Again, 8 yards deep.
I didn't know Adam Vinatieri started playing high school football.
What a great kick again. You'll be hearing that guy's name in recruiting talks here in a few months.
So I would love to see Tennessee get it because we have had Tennessee as UT has had very inconsistent, special
no, they've
teams
been consistent. They're just bad.
That's true. They're consistently bad.
But once again, the night is young, and maybe we can at least get some momentum for the next game.
That's true. You'd like to come out here and just with a positive, maybe put a few touchdowns on the board.
Here we go. Run to the right side and no gain on the play. Jarrell had no room to run.
Not what you like to see. At this point, you have to start talking about putting in the backups if you're Heritage High School.
You'd at least think about it, get them some game experience.
What is Hardin Valley thinking coming into the Heritage game, Shane? They're licking their chops, I think.
I'd say so.
Especially after that defeat we put on them last year. We didn't just beat them. We kind of took them behind the shed and showed them who was boss.
Jarrell Bledsoe running off the field right now for Heritage, and that's news.
I'm pretty sure all those players want to run off the field right now for Heritage. But Jarrell's the only one who was allowed to.
Olvey back and a pitch to the backfield. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
These trick plays for Heritage, they've been trying them off and on all game, but they're just too slow on the execution, and Jeff County's all over.
They're not fast enough mentally. It seems like Huff is a good athlete, but he was brought down way behind the line of scrimmage on that point. That's just really even more disheartening. It's just like we can't do anything right, you know?
Yeah, it really is a shame.
And Heritage
keeps happening.
Heritage didn't better themselves from the deficit. They didn't, you know, if they didn't take that and make themselves stronger and propel themselves.
All right. Well, 3rd and 19. Olvey back to throw. Looks downfield. He's got a shot.
Almost intercepted.
Styles just drops the interception.
Malik Styles.
If Styles didn't get a hand on it, you might be looking at a big game for the Mountaineers, though.
Absolutely, that was right on line. I just think he didn't see Styles in the center of the field.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
He locked in on a receiver, and that happens sometimes.
Yeah, it does. He had the receiver in single coverage, but Styles was playing a hidden zone in the middle, and Olvey may have just missed him.
And wow, another punt from Burkett, and I just hope he gets this off fast because he is in the end zone deep.
He has to be a little quicker on this.
You know,
low snap, and he gets it off, and it's a decent punt this time.
First of the game.
Hit the ground at the 40 and
good bounce.
Great Heritage bounce. Still going. It's at the 49-yard line, so 51 yards to go for Jefferson County right now.
So that's about how long? 15 seconds, would you say?
It's a tough call. Again, the score, 34.
You have to ask yourself, when is Jefferson County going to stop trying? When are they going to put in the scrubs and, you know, just take a step back?
When do we get to have some fun as commentators?
Oh.
But at least they're putting forth their best effort out there.
I hope that's not their best effort. I hope they're not giving any effort, because I'd like for Heritage to be good this year.
I'm not going to say they're not trying. Already a penalty on the play.
I mean, I'm not saying they're not trying, but I kind of hope they're not.
Illegal substitution.
Interesting.
So,
rare penalty on Jeff County.
1st and 15 now, Jefferson County. I formation, split wide receivers. And a handoff up the middle. Goes to...
Fumble! Oh, he fumbled and recovered by Jeff County.
And fumble again, guess what? Fumble goes forwards, and it looks like the Patriots fall on it.
Jay Vines on the fumble. And, yeah, they fumbled it forward. They fumbled it as the fumbles for Jefferson County High School seem to be a positive.
I know. I don't...
It's crazy. The fumbles are a good thing.
I really don't understand. I mean, it's just like last season. No breaks go our way.
It just seems like it's that way every season. Same old story. And we thought it was gonna be different this year, and it's just really sad. Honestly, you feel bad for the players. They worked hard for this, and it's just you're not seeing.
No, they're just not seeing the results. But a pitch left and tackled in the backfield. No, he's not down yet. Fumble again. No, he fell right back on it.
With all these fumbles, you have to kind of wonder what's up with the ball, because it's on both teams. It's just Jeff County's recovering the ball because they have their head on a swivel.
Yeah, they do. You're right. And that handoff went to number 33, Zach Hubert. So the Jefferson County cheerleaders are excited.
I mean, as they should be.
They're cheerleaders with their hands on their hips.
Standing there looking sorely disappointed, and I think that greatly reflects the Heritage High School fan. And also, there was a good crowd here tonight. They drew a good crowd. People were excited. And there's still time to turn the season around. I know we're kind of seeming doom and gloom, but that's just this game. You can turn the season around, no problem. The offense has moved the ball. There are positives. The defense in the second half.
But you know what's a shame on that play right there? I mean, I hate to interrupt you, but a face mask on Heritage, which negates the 5-yard loss. It's nothing happened, and it's 1st and 10 Jefferson County. Handoff up the middle, and goes, I think, to...
there is a stuffed again, which, if you can get the defense playing like this and the offense playing like they did in the first half, minus the fumbles, there's a good team right there. Second and 9 for Jefferson County. Patriots are up 34-0 here
It's
at
a
Heritage
shame
High
that this
School.
is going on right now, Seth. I can't bear to watch this.
4 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third quarter, and could they get to 50, Shane?
I don't know. They could if they wanted to. 2nd and 9. Shotgun. Split backs. 2 wide outs to the right. Styles takes the...
Oh,
bad
over his
snap.
head.
Styles back on it.
Get that ball.
And
Get that ball.
Finish it up. Go, Orlando.
Go, Orlando.
Ball at the 34-yard line. Finally, a break goes our way.
Orlando's happy, and so is his cousin Jarrell. Proud for his cousin.
Thank the good Lord. We finally got a break, Seth.
Absolutely. You know, it's just good to see something positive happen for Heritage. And we'll see if we can capitalize off this. Maybe get a little bit of just something good happening for us, you know. 1st and 10, Heritage High School on the 35-yard line. 35 yards to go. Like, all right, I'm calling a post route to Huff on this play.
And down the field he goes. This is Harris.
It was a push. He laid out, dropped the ball in double coverage. Beautiful throw, just couldn't hold on.
Good attempt, though.
Absolutely, good effort by Harris.
Where only Harris could get it. Harris
Absolutely,
just
that's what a
quite
good
reach
quarterback
it.
does. Olvie, I'm saying right now, Olvie is a good quarterback. He's the quarterback you want. He's just quarterbacking a sloppy team.
Right now, it seems to be the case.
But I mean, Harris can't hold on the ball whether it's dropping the pass or whether it's just dropping the ball on the run. You know.
All right.
Maybe we should switch ball providers.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. 2nd down and 10.
I mean, at this point, try anything. Olvie looks over to the sideline to get the play.
Shotgun split backs, 3 wideouts. And Olvie looking down the field, and he's got nobody.
Intercepted.
Jefferson County to the 35, to the 30, 40 now.
Intercepted by Daniel Osborne.
Daniel Osborne's a big quarterback.
Absolutely.
181 pounds.
Yes, sir, he is. And you just, gosh, you know, just.
Well, correction. The reason the cornerback looks big was because it was not a cornerback. It was actually a linebacker, Cody Wilson. Our bad.
Oh, okay. Still, you know, dang. Just, that hurts. You know, that just gets you. I mean, it's not going to affect the final outcome of the game, but it does affect the pride of the Mountaineers.
Yeah, it's certainly. I mean, just when it looked like something was going our way, we turn it over again. And handoff at the middle, nothing going on that time.
You know, I feel bad for Olvie. I feel like we might have jinxed him. We called him a good
Right
quarterback.
there for Jefferson County. The quarterback was Caleb Johnston. So Malik Styles out of the game.
Yeah, I would put my first string out of the game too if I was Jefferson County.
I would too. There's no reason to go out there and get him hurt.
There's no reason to run it up. Heritage feels bad enough about themselves. We have basically defeated ourselves.
It's just been an ugly game. Nothing else to say.
I mean, it's been.
But 2nd down and 11 right now, so that's a good play.
I mean, comparing these two teams is like comparing Kardashians. It's like Jefferson County is
up the middle and again stuffed. The handoff was to number 33, and that is Zach Hubert.
To finish my analogy, needless to say, Heritage is Khloe Kardashian.
Yeah. Or Kris Jenner.
Yes. I feel bad for Kris Jenner and that family. He's like the only man.
Bruce is the man. Chris is the wife.
Oh, Chris. Yeah, sorry. That's a boy name. I don't really keep up with the Kardashians.
Nice. Well played. 3rd and 7 for the Patriots. So another I form. And again, Johnson, the quarterback.
And we jump again. Oh, Lord.
Heritage that's just an undisciplined play. You can't make those mistakes. You're just going to beat yourself.
I mean, oh, Lord, we're jumping like frogs. It's just sad. It's just impulsive at this point, you know? It's like, I think we're nervous. What are you nervous about?
Well,
the outcome is set.
3rd and 2. Handoff. And, stop. Good play by the Heritage defense that time. Woo. Ball carrier was number 13, Colby Stockley.
I wonder if he's related to
Shockley, excuse me.
Okay, never mind. I thought that said Shocky. I was thinking Giants.
Good try. So as far as the punt it away for Jefferson County, back to receive the punt. Looks like Caleb McDonald.
Oh, interesting.
Bledsoe.
I would take Bledsoe out at this point because last year he had issues with his ribs, and if you keep knocking on them, you know,
You're absolutely right.
You're going to break him.
But he's in there.
Yeah.
So here's a good snap and a good punt from Esparza. Return by McDonald to the 15. Cuts it now and he runs backwards. You cannot run the ball backwards and get
And you fumbled again. How about that? What a shocker.
But hey, on the bright side, the fumble goes forwards a couple yards.
That's the only way they're going to get any yardage is if we fumble it forward.
It's just, but if you notice, McDonald got the ball and he ran into a pile and turns around and runs backwards.
That's just simple. You
cannot
don't do that.
that.
Why do you think? What do you like? You know, you're not playing backyard football. You can't run backwards, run 80 yards sideways, and blah blah, and just try and make a play. Because you're that one athletic kid amongst the fat kids. No, it's not how it is. These are real football players.
Can do here. I mean, at least give us something to be proud about. Ovi to the side. He's got a man. Oh, and
wow! Through.
Ovi had Harris wide open on the right hash mark.
McDonald was jammed at the line he was also double covered and jammed at the line. So he should have been where Ovi threw it. So I guess you can take a positive from that. He threw it where he should have been, but not where he was.
But Ovi also didn't see it.
That's true.
You got to see the play, and he had Harris wide open on the right sideline.
Sure, Ovi, he did. He locked in on McDonald. That was who he was going to throw to in his mind, and that's who he ended up throwing to.
Terrell
breaks a few tackles, and we'll see what he can do.
32-yard line, and that's good for a Mountaineer first down.
Absolutely, and we're under a minute left in the third quarter. The Patriots up 34-0.
Ovi wanting to hurry. Heritage might have something to play here. Heritage might have something up their sleeve, Seth.
So I'd love to see Ovi at least get one touchdown pass this game. I'd like to see him break the record of 20 touchdown passes here.
Timeout in Jefferson County. That was a smart call by Jefferson County to call that timeout. Heritage was really trying to run something quick.
Yes, and they're gonna throw it deep, and I guess Ovi's gonna have some good stats this year. A lot more impressive than he had last year. At least he's gonna have more attempts. That's for sure.
That's
if we're gonna get behind in games like this,
he's got more attempts in this one game than he had all season last year.
That's true. We not throw the ball last year. Ovi in the huddle talking to the team. We'll see. I wonder what he's saying. He's probably trying to pump his team up. Jake, just from knowing Jake, he never gives up, and he is always eternally positive. He always thinks he's going to win the game. Last year against the West, after they were 1-8, they lost 6 games in a row. They lost 6 games, and it wasn't close in any of them. Still thought he was going to beat West by 30. That's just how Jake is. He's a hard worker.
Jake is a fighter.
And he's trying to get the team pumped up, and that's what a good quarterback does, Shane.
Well, 53 seconds left here in the third quarter.
We'll see what he can do. I'd love to see just a long pass downfield for Jake.
Oh, well, let's see. And a
handoff.
And he takes the
tackles.
Gain of about 5 or 6 yards.
It was good that he broke a tackle, but he broke it behind the line of scrimmage. You shouldn't have to break a tackle behind the line.
You're right. The line, we said it all night, line is young and small, and when you're playing an experienced and bigger line, you're going to get pushed around a little bit.
Our line is their butts are going to be sore tomorrow because they've been getting shoved on them all night.
Yeah. So, shotgun set for Heritage. Split backs, 3 wideouts. No tight ends. Obi takes the snap. And who's got it? Number 19 has it. That's White. First down yardage, so Mountaineers moving the ball right here.
But we're moving it against their single string defense, but at least we're moving it.
14 seconds.
First down here is high school.
And the clock starts.
13, 12
10 seconds to go.
Hurry up and get this ball.
They'll run one more play, it looks like.
I expect this to go to either Huff or McDonald. Nope, he hands it to Jarrell.
6 yards.
And they get across the 50, though.
That's 6. Heritage finally in Jefferson County territory.
This is a solid drive Heritage is putting together.
If it weren't for the fumbles, this game would probably be respectable.
It would, absolutely. That's just what you got to work on in practice. And I expect Coach Hammertree, he is very, he's a good coach. He's going to fix it.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see how they do against Hardin Valley next week, who is a good defense.
Coach Hammertree is not going to allow something as simple and as fixable as fumbles to beat this team every game.
We'll be right back for the fourth quarter. Again, Jefferson County leads the Heritage Mountaineers 34-0. Fourth quarter time at Jack Renfro Stadium. Obi looking down the middle.
Caught by Harris. Diving catch.
Harris. What a
fantastic catch, Dylan. Right across the middle on the 30-yard line. Beautiful pass, beautiful catch. That's exactly what you got to do.
Look at the Mountaineers hurrying up. They're on the 30-yard line.
Passing is a positive.
They want to go, Seth. Here we go. They start the clock again.
We need to
looking for the call.
We need to speed this thing up, man.
Here we go, Jake. Get something going for us. Snap to him. Hand off to White. Up the middle. And one man on him. Dragged him for about 7 yards.
Dragged out behind. You got to high step out of those behind tackles, Shane.
He got 6 yards on it. That's a good game.
That's true. I'll take 6 or 7 yards to carry. And it looks like we may score here. We are actually having a competent
tackled by Michael Hackney again. Great player for Jefferson County. 2nd down and 3.
And so Ovi getting the call from the sideline, and I expect either a pass or run. And they break the huddle into the shotgun formation.
Shotgun, split backs, 3 wides, and somebody jumps again.
Interesting. Jeff County was...
No, excuse me. A timeout was called by Heritage.
And
they didn't like something
Jefferson
that they saw.
County, we have Jefferson County on their toes. You can tell by their defensive formation. They don't know what we're going to hit them with at this point. 4 down linemen, but also in a cover 2, which is the typical set.
Whatever it was in that case, though, Heritage didn't like what they saw, calling the timeout to stop the play.
But it's a good sign, that formation, that we have them on their toes at least. I mean, we're down 34-0, but at this little bit, on this drive, we're doing well.
Yeah, it's been good right now. Teams in the huddles, Heritage, you got to think, is trying. They've got something up their sleeve. You know they do.
Yeah, I mean, this would be a good time to try a trick play. I mean, what do you got to lose? Not the game.
Not anything. You've already lost that.
The trainers are out on the field hydrating the players, as they should. Also, the offensive coordinator out talking to the offense, obviously. No coach out for Jeff. I take that back. The D coordinator was out for Jeff County. And here just breaks the huddle.
So here we go. Looks like a shotgun again. Split back shotgun, 3 wide receivers.
2nd and 3 for the Mountaineers.
Go. Snap to Olvie. Looked like Jarrell got away with a false start.
Wow.
And maybe he didn't get away with it.
Play blown dead. You hate to see that. Because
very late penalty, though.
I know, Jarrell dropped the ball anyway, so, whatever.
If that's a false start, then that was a very late flag. And, again, false start.
Of course.
False start.
Heritage beating themselves,
It looked to me like the false start was on Bledsoe, but I couldn't tell for a fact. So instead of 2nd and 3, it's 2nd and 8.
Wow, that's a tragic difference. Winning teams do not make critical mistakes like this. There we go, Skyler.
Friend Schuler.
That is a solid run. He ran with a purpose, which is something we haven't seen exactly tonight. That's one of the reasons they've been fumbling. They don't know where they're about to go. They don't have a purpose when they run. They're just running for no reason.
But that time he lowered his shoulders, got some good yards. 1st down Heritage on the 15-yard line.
A touchdown would really it'd be so good for this team, just morally.
Oh, they need to see it so bad, Seth.
And Olvie back in the shotgun. And low snap. Hands off to Skyler again.
In the middle to the 5-yard line. Down at about the 3.
Now, that is a place Heritage has been very little tonight. They haven't been there since the 1st quarter within the 5-yard line. But
absolutely.
And we have, if history repeats, and hopefully history doesn't repeat itself. And we hold on to this ball, learn from our mistakes.
They'll mark it on the 4-yard line, so 1st down and goal for the Mountaineers.
The Cowbells are alive and well here at Heritage.
Something to cheer about. Same formation, split backs, 3 wideouts. And another handoff to LaRue. This is working out, but he slips.
Slips. Wow. It's just another.
That's just 5.
It's just another thing. It's a little bit of bad luck. It keeps happening, and it keeps happening, and there's nothing you can do.
Jefferson County's looking at that handoff this whole drive. Why not fake it and hit the corner?
That's a good question. That would be a good idea. Maybe they'll see it. Coach Hamilton is a good coach.
He knows what he's doing. We'll see.
Jake gets the call from the sideline. Back in shotgun.
They've got a good formation to run it in, and they've got a great tall receiver in McDonald on the right.
Please don't let Jake run this
And they hand off to Bledsoe. Bledsoe to the 2.
Fumbles.
Fumbled again. Fumbled by Bledsoe.
No.
Jeff County says they have it, and they do.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
That is 6 fumbles for the Mountaineers.
History repeated itself, just like we prayed it would. Heritage has a terrible red zone percentage. At 0 would be their red zone percentage. 0.
When they're watching the film of this game, I mean, they're
When
gonna.
they're watching the film of this game, it's gonna be like watching The Notebook. They're just gonna cry the whole time. It's just sad. Is what
It's
it is.
drives like that, though. You move the ball down the field,
It's
you
sad.
get good field position,
It's like-
and then you throw it all away.
It's like Barack Obama's presidency. You get a little bit of hope, and then you
To
realize
make matters
nothing's gonna
worse,
happen.
the ball was in the end zone when Jeff County fell on it, so it's a touchback. They start at the 20. Head up at the middle to the 30. Shaking tackles down to the, he gets to the 30 now.
And
So a gain of
Heritage,
about 10.
Heritage is getting a little disgruntled, and they were just shoulder bumping, and they made a very emotional tackle. They slung him down as opposed to they could have just made a good form tackle on him, and just playing a little. Their sportsmanship is slipping a little bit right now because they're letting their emotions get the best of them.
They'll call it a 9-yard gain, so 2nd and 1.
Back in the I
I
formation.
formation, split wideouts. Hand off up the middle, and trucks ahead for a first down. Gain of about 6.
Tackled by his neck, and then piled on by a host of Mountaineers.
Who cares? He got 6 yards and a first down. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the way it's been tonight for Heritage.
Oh, I think that size sums it up. Just, you know.
Just over 8 to play here in the game.
And that 8 cannot go by fast enough.
No. It'll be the slowest 8 minutes we'll see for a long time, hopefully.
They have shut us out.
So,
Okay.
1st and 10, and Jeff County's got their 2nd team in. Like,
And
this
he
should not be
trips.
happening. Luckily, right there, number 33, Zach Hubert, tripped up at the line of scrimmage, so he
Their
didn't get
fourth
anywhere.
best running back who would probably start on our team.
I don't know.
I don't know. Terrell is good. White is good. And LaRue, if he can hold on to the ball, is good.
All of them need to hold on to the ball better.
That's true.
Every single
Every
one
single
of
one.
them needs to work
Even
on
Obi.
that.
Even Obi fumbled, I think.
It's a shame. Whatever. The defense has stepped up. The defense has actually looked pretty good here in the second half.
It's true. They're in the I formation. We'll see what they can do
I
against.
formation. Handoff at the middle.
Not looking good right here, Shane.
In front of him, but tackled from behind
broke
that
it
time
up.
by Jesse Huff.
He broke it between the 1-2 gap and just bursted. He saw daylight and did not stop until he was forced down by a unidentified Mountaineer. And Jeff County in the huddle. Heritage not in the huddle because, I mean, what are you going to... It really isn't going to help to call a play at this point.
It's not going to matter. They're going to go to the 3-5 anyways.
Oh, please don't score. Just
So
don't.
Jeff County on their own 48-yard line. Handoff. Up the middle and a gain of about 2.
Stopped at the line, but I'd say.
Stopped at the line, but they tackled him forwards. I don't understand.
That's true. He just fell forward. All of their backs fall forward. Ours run backwards, and theirs fall forward. It's
shaping up to be a long year if it stays at this pace.
It's a frustrating night, Shane.
I mean, it is the first game. I mean, you look
It's a new system, a new coach. It's a very new, awkward stage thing, and
Absolutely. Hand up the left side to the 30.
Oh,
to the 25-yard line. Caleb McDonald on the tackle from behind with a tackle of Colby Shockley down the field. That's a good gain, about 20 yards.
absolutely stiff-armed our tackler. Heisman posed him, and
They're going to give him
run
25 yards on the play.
18. Wow, and that's just their running game is just picking us apart like vultures on a dead animal. You know, it's just ridiculous.
And you can tell this is where having a 39-man roster really hurts.
Absolutely.
And let's not forget that we're missing Chris Newbert and Joel Payne.
That's right. I wonder how the game would be different if we had a player like Newbert, a leader like Newbert, and a leader like Joel Payne. You know, I mean, I don't know if Joel Payne is a leader, but he is definitely he's a senior.
Jesse Huff a little slow to get up on that.
No, you get Huff out of the game. You get Bledsoe, both Bledsoes, Huff, and them out of the
leaving
game.
him in.
Come on.
I don't understand.
Come
Look
on,
at
you
him.
put
Huff is slumping over, hands on his knees.
so and Heritage back with 3 down linemen. And rushing the
Here we
outside
go.
linebackers, though.
And
And
up the middle, goes to Hubert.
bounces to the right
Shake the
outside.
tackle, but it looks like a holding might have been called there on Jeff County. It's a gain of about 10, or a gain of 7. But we'll see what the call is.
They're marching down the field with their third string. Their third string. We can't stop them. This better be a state championship team. If not, you should be sorely embarrassed, Heritage.
Call there looked like illegal motion, maybe. I don't really know what the call was. They called it a false start. You know,
there we go.
We shouldn't rag on referees, but there have been 2 or 3 false start penalties on this game that have been really late calls.
I mean, we've seen a lot worse refereeing here at Heritage, but
no kidding. All right, I formation. Handoff up the middle goes to Hubert. Shakes the tackle, drags.
Drags
the play. Caleb
like
McDonald that he drags forward for about 5 yards.
Why do we have McDonald in, Shane? Put in the backup.
That was Walker White, but still.
Still White is also an important player. Why do we have our important player then?
It doesn't make sense to me. I'll never understand it. You've got 20 guys on the sideline that would love to get in there right now. It's so frustrating right now. Because a lot of things you can't explain that just are not working. And it's just frustrating because there's nothing you can do about it. You're right. Hand off up the middle. Oh!
Clobbered.
Golly. The tackle right there goes to number 31, Zach Castleman. Absolutely socked.
He lowered the boom.
Randall Welch was also in on the play as well. 4th down, and they'll bring in the kicking team. This will be a 38-yard field goal.
That is well within this kicker's range.
Jose Esparza, an incredible kicker. We know he can make this.
And
so we'll see what happens here.
And there's a very fat kid comically running onto the field.
Esparza, the kick. Oh, wow. Line drive kick. Wide
no good.
Esparza has not looked his best tonight.
It is no good, like the stimulus package. Just it didn't work.
All right.
And Heritage will get the ball.
And Heritage, man, you really want to see them move the ball right here. And it looks like R.T. Bird set to come into the game at quarterback.
Oh, wow. Donovan McNabb of Heritage High School.
RT brings a new dimension to the game that we haven't seen.
A running dimension, like Donovan McNabb at Syracuse.
And RT also, I should mention, a great guy.
It's true.
Really good guy.
And number 33 coming in at running back. That's
33 is Skylar LaRue. We've seen him a lot tonight.
But he's coming in as the main running back.
Shotgun, split backs. RT fumbles
the
snap and lost the ball.
Good job, RT.
Falling on by Jefferson County.
Way to kick off that season.
The snap was a little bit high, but you've got to hang on to
that. That was a
football.
bad snap, but it hit you in the hands, man.
You got
I don't know
two
what to
hands
tell
on
you.
it, you got to come down with it.
And Jeff County gets the ball right back in great position. They're about to put it up 41-0 is what the score is about to be.
This is just embarrassing.
With 3 minutes, 47 seconds left here at Heritage High School.
If it sounds like we're being rough on the team, we do apologize, but this is just an embarrassing effort.
I mean, it's not like we want you to lose. We really want Heritage to win, and that's why it's so hard, because it's so frustrating at this point. And it's just really sad to be here. There's a mournful, there's a mournful air at the stadium at this point.
Yeah, you're right. Handoff up the middle for no gain. Maybe even a loss of 1. So it'll be 2nd down and goal. And Randall was the ball carrier on that. Spencer Randalls, sophomore for Jefferson County.
Speaking of Randall, where's Randall Welchman in this game?
He made 1 tackle, but that's all we've heard of his name.
Huh. Interesting. He was offered a scholarship from Alabama. Just ask him.
Brandon Cagley on the tackle that time for Heritage. Getting in some younger, inexperienced players to get them some game experience.
Oh, 32 misses a tackle.
To Randalls, and he gets about 5 yards on it, so it'll be 3rd and goal from the 5.
Wow. This is rough. And, obviously they're going to go back to practice. They know what they're doing wrong now. They're going to go back. They're going to fix these mistakes and hopefully come out in Hardin Valley and just have a great game because there is potential in this team.
You can see it. If they could just hold on to the ball, not turn it over. Turnovers.
Just play a little, play neater.
Handoff.
Don't be so sloppy.
No. Play fake in the handoff. Cuts to the outside.
Touchdown,
Patriots.
Jefferson
Caleb
County.
Johnston with a bootleg. Right.
Wow. And everybody's scoring today. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of moms clipping the stat sheets out of the Daily Times tomorrow.
That gives the Patriots a 40-0 advantage over the Mountaineers.
Worse than last year.
Just embarrassing.
Well, this is going to be an interesting year, Shane. Let's see if they can fix it. I think they can. I do have faith in Coach Hammondry. He's proven he can do it.
You hear the quote all the time. Football is a game of field position. That's a terrible kick from Esparza. This guy has not looked his best tonight.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we got some misinformation. This kid is an average punter, or average kicker / punter. Average.
He's got a good leg, but he is not.
Strong leg, no accuracy.
Not tonight, at least.
He is the Jamarcus Russell of kickers.
Wow. Okay, so let's see. It looks like the refs are talking on the goal line. Might be talking about the running clock right now.
Yeah.
I couldn't blame them if they wanted to.
Nope.
This game's been going long enough.
It is.
Heritage just has been outmanned, outnumbered, outstrength.
Just outplayed overall.
Yeah.
And you can see the cars leaving the parking lot. And I can't blame them.
It should be easy to get out of here tonight, that's for sure.
2:33 left in the game. Let's run this back.
Let's just give us some kind of momentum going into next week.
Something.
We can't go into the Hardin Valley game with this attitude.
Hardin Valley is licking their chops right now. They're playing Bearden tonight, I believe.
Yeah, I do believe that's the case.
So that is going to be a hard-fought game between those two.
But nonetheless, kickoff from Esparza.
And as usual, the usual team back there to receive. Bledsoe.
I couldn't do this right now if I was Coach Hammondry. I could not put my star players out there.
I don't know what he's thinking with that call, honestly. What if Jarrell gets hurt? What if Huff gets hurt? What if they both get hurt?
Here's the kickoff. Wow.
Nice.
7 yards deep that time, and just a great kick again. As far as kickoffs goes, has an incredible leg. But kickoffs don't have to go through the uprights.
We'll see who's coming out at quarterback right now.
It is RT Bird.
Wow. So Coach Hammondry probably just told him to shake it off, get back out there, and do what he knows that he is capable of.
Yeah.
Every player on this team is capable of greatness. It's just about getting it out of them.
Well, Orlando.
I know I sound like a Nike
Bledsoe
commercial, but still.
So it's not Jarrell, it's Orlando right now in the split backs, and he gets the handoff to the right-hand side.
Hey.
And he gets out to about the 22 or 23-yard line.
He seemed a little timid on that run. He didn't know what to do. That's the thing. Our running backs are not running with a purpose. They have great athleticism. They just don't know where to go. That's partially our line's fault, and that's partially a mental thing with them.
A little hesitation on the runs. They just don't have much, I guess, aggression would be the right word to use.
They're afraid. It's almost like they're afraid of contact.
Maybe. You got to hit the hole when you see it. You got to go.
It's like they're flinching and bracing themselves for the hit.
And this handoff goes to Walker White. Big room to go.
He runs with a purpose.
To the 42-yard line.
He saw daylight and he ran towards it, just like a Colombian boy in a coal mine. Just.
In this case, you don't want the running clock, but it is running. A minute and a half to go. Heritage would love to get some kind of momentum going right now.
Let's punch it in, boys.
42-yard line. Less than a minute and a half to play now.
RT Bird under center.
In the split back set.
Jeff County with their cheerleaders in the game.
And handoff to Bledsoe.
There we go, Orlando.
To the 45, to the 40, to the 35, 30. Orlando to the 25-yard line. Orlando Bledsoe. Way to go, Bledsoe.
You know what's interesting? Orlando runs with his head turned back. He just throws his head back and runs forward.
He shoved a guy off of him and just proceeded to run forwards.
He runs like a Muppet. Like when the Muppets run in the show, that's how he runs. It's funny looking, but it's efficient.
It works for him. Less than 45 seconds now, though. RT Bird.
Oh, Bird's
up
a
to the
throw.
right. And he Cut
He's trying to make
forwards.
something happen, man.
It's about to the
just not working.
21-yard line.
Uh-oh, we're back into the kill zone, or as I've started to call it, the red zone is what we used to call
30
it.
seconds to play in the game, though. You really just right now, if you're Heritage, you want them to stop the clock because right now you want to score. You want to go into next week riding some kind of momentum.
And there are some receivers in that we haven't seen
Here
all
we go.
game.
RT. He's going to throw, and he
Overthrows.
Pass out of bounds, and with the running clock, that will be the final play of this game. Final
And
score: Jefferson County 20,
Whaley.
Heritage 0. And that's the end of the game.
Oh, and you hate to see that, Shane. That's rough. We'll see what we can do next week against Hardin Valley. Hopefully, it's anything different than this. There were positives, and that's what you want to focus on. But there are just an overwhelming amount of negatives.
Particularly the fumbles. Again, 6 fumbles by the Mountaineers in this football game. Absolutely an unacceptable total. And look, this is kind of cool. The handshake in the middle of the field, it's going to take forever because when there are 80 Jefferson County players and 39 Heritage players, this takes a while.
That's true. All right, well, wrapping up, we are the Radioactive Sports Hour here at Jack Renfro Stadium. It's somber night here for the Heritage Mountaineers as Coach Amatree drops the first game, 40-0.
We'll see if we can maybe catch a post-game interview or something. No promises, but we'll see if we can pull that off for you.
All right, well, I'm Seth Morton.
I'm Shane Maples.
Together, we are the Radioactive Sports Hour.
Signing off.